So today we need to talk about Uber's navigation system. Their navigation system has to be one of the worst, if not the worst, out there. And I know anybody who drives for Uber Eats, whatever version of Uber you do, you guys know what I'm talking about. I've seen other videos, on navigation tips and stuff, so I know this is nothing new, but I just got to vent a little bit about it and give my tips on it. So first let's just talk about it. It just does weird things I don't understand. You know how on the map there's like a little path that's highlighted, and then on top you have the directions. The map sometimes will tell me to go one way, and the directions will tell me to go the other way. So on the map it says to turn right, and then the directions it says turn left. Which way do you want me to go? Which way? It doesn't make sense. I mean, I understand, like, with technology and satellites, sometimes GPS, they get messed up, but it's not even that. Like, this system just does not know what it's doing. And then a lot of the time, too, you'll be in the middle of a ride. You won't be moving. You'll either be at a stop sign, a stoplight, you'll be parked, and it'll just start changing directions on you. Like 1 second it's telling you to go straight, turn left, and then all of a sudden it's telling you to go the other way and then turn right. It's like as if you were moving, as if the car was moving. You know how the route redirects itself? It's doing that, but you're sitting still. So that drives me nuts, because it'll be time where I have to start moving again, and I'm like, wait, which way do you want me to go? So I usually go with the original way, because I figure that's the way you wanted me to go. So that's what I do. But I can't help but laugh when I see that. It's like, and then some of the routes too, I'll be going somewhere where I actually know how to get there. So I'll just leave the map open, but I won't really look at it. But sometimes I'll glance, like just to see which way it's taking me. And there have been times too, I'm like, oh, maybe it's just going to take me around the traffic. Nope. That's what Waze is for. Waze is spectacular at doing that, but no, not the Uber navigation system. Sometimes you have to go down the street to get somewhere, and it'll take you in an unnecessary zigzag to get there. I'm just like, why are you doing this? Why? No traffic, nothing. It just, instead of just going straight and making your life easy, it wants you to take a crazy zigzag. And it's funny too, because back when I was doing the rides, with passengers, people would be like, why are you going this way? I'm like, that's what the GPS is telling me to do, because in those cases I didn't know where I was going, so I had to follow it. And they're like, this is so unnecessary. You let me help you. So I would always tell people, hey, this GPS is not the best, so by all means, if you know a better way, please just tell me. Like, help me out here. I'm happy to go the way that you want to go if you know where you're going. So, yeah, this navigation system, man, it is just terrible. Absolutely terrible. If Uber's going to make a list of things that they're going to fix, that's one of them. It's just weird. Some of the stuff is weird. It's like, why? It's not even glitchy stuff here and there. It just doesn't make sense. And I feel like being an app where navigation is important, people need to know where they're going, and they want to get there faster and easier. So it's kind of important. So I definitely think they need to get on that, But yeah. So what I like to do, I don't like to do this because it kills my battery and my data too, is to open another navigation system alongside the Uber Partner app, because you can't close the Uber Partner app when you're working. When you're online, it needs to stay open. So you have no choice but to open another navigation system. So if I'm that lost, if it's something where I'm unsure, I feel like the Uber GPS is not very reliable, I'll open either Google Maps or Waze, and I'll put, because you get the address where you're going, and I'll put the address in there just to make sure I'm going the right way. Or I'll even, if I don't want to leave both open at the same time, I'll just kind of look at the route really quick and see if they're the same, or see if I can just kind of remember it really quick, and then I'll close it. So I would definitely utilize other navigation systems, or I'll follow the Uber the directions on the Uber navigation. And if I get there and it doesn't seem like it's the right place, or if I call the person and they're like, you're not in the right place, then, I have no choice but to put it in another navigation system. I mean, there have been times it wasn't that far off, but there have been times it was pretty far off. It was like the wrong street. Or sometimes it would take me down a dead end. I'm just like, what are you doing? And then there was another time too, the actual address was there, but the navigation system didn't take me to that address. It took me close, but it took me to a different house. So or business, like, it was in the area, but it didn't take me to where the address said I was going. That's like, they don't match up. It's really weird. So, I'll follow the GPS until it says I'm there. And if I'm not actually there, I'll look at the address. So if it says 9 Cherry Lane, then I will look, okay, I'm on Cherry Lane, and then I'll look for number 9. I mean, it's pretty common sense. You guys are probably like, why are you telling me this? I already know. But I'm just saying, when I'm working and I kind of space out and I'm like, wait a minute, where am I? That's what I do. Oh gosh. But overall, I think it's really helpful to know where you're going. If you kind of stay in the same area, I mean, it makes sense to do this in an area where you live near. If you live somewhere where it's not that busy and you have to drive somewhere that's busy, then get to know that area, because it's just easier and faster if you know how to get to places. It's so great when you get a request and you're like, oh, I know how to get there. I can just crank the music zone out and be on my way. But obviously, when you're going to actually deliver the food, you might not always know where you're going. Sometimes, I mean, if they're at like a business or something, that's great, especially if I know where it is. I'm like, yes, perfect. It just makes life easier. But if it's someone's house, usually you got to pay attention a little bit more, and you have to rely on the GPS. So if you guys have experience with this and you have tips for me, please let me know. I'm still working with it, trying to figure out the kinks and stuff, but the biggest thing I could say is you can use Uber's navigation system, but don't trust it. Do not trust it 100%. It's gonna do you dirty. I'm telling you from experience. Or if you get lost while you're following the directions, don't take it personal. It's probably not you. It's probably the GPS, or it could be both. But just keep in mind, it's not the best navigation system. So good luck out there, guys. I hope these tips helped. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.